If you've ever tried building HTML emails from scratch, you already know how painful it is. You're dealing with nested tables, inline CSS, mobile layouts, and then Outlook comes along and breaks everything anyway. It's one of those problems that nobody actually wants to spend engineering time on. But if you're building a startup, you still need onboarding emails, product announcements, change logs, and launch campaigns. Flodesk just released Studio, and it's taking a pretty different approach to solving that problem. Instead of being another AI writing assistant that spits out generic templates, Studio is built as a dedicated email design workspace. The AI helps you get most of the way there, but you still have complete control over the final design. And when you're done, you can export the HTML and use it with whatever email platform you're already using. In this video, I'm going to walk through the entire workflow from start to finish. We're going to set up a brand inside Flodesk Studio, generate a premium SaaS onboarding email, fine-tune it inside the Visual Builder, and then export the HTML and plug it into a developer workflow without migrating our existing email infrastructure. So let's head over to studio.flodesk.com. Right away, you'll see the main workspace. The first thing we're going to do is create our brand, because everything Studio generates builds on top of this. Now this part is actually more important than it might seem. Most AI tools start from a blank slate every single time, so you're constantly repeating yourself or tweaking outputs until they look right. Studio works a little differently. Instead of recreating your brand for every email, you define it once, and then every future design uses those same brand settings as a starting point. First, I'll upload my logo, then we'll add our brand colors. I'll just paste in the exact hex codes from my website. After that, we can upload our fonts as well. If you have custom fonts, you can use those. Otherwise, you can just pick from the built-in options. Next, we have brand voice. Think of this like configuring a project before you start building. Instead of telling the AI how you want every single email to sound, you define it once. For mine, I'll keep it pretty simple. Something like authoritative, concise, developer-focused, and avoid unnecessary marketing language. Once that's done, that's pretty much it. We now have a reusable brand that Studio can reference every time we create a new email. So instead of starting from zero for every launch, changelog, or onboarding sequence, we've already established the design system up front. Now let's actually build our first email. For this example, let's make a SaaS onboarding email. I'll paste in a prompt I wrote earlier, something like, create a clean onboarding email for a developer analytics platform. Introduce the product, highlight 3 core features with icons, include a product dashboard screenshot, and finish with a primary call to action button encouraging users to complete setup. I'll go ahead and generate that. Okay, and here are the results. Right away, this is where Studio feels a bit different from most AI design tools. Usually when you generate something from a prompt, it feels like it was made from scratch. You get layouts that are technically correct, but they all kind of look the same. Here, the overall composition feels much more intentional because it's building on top of professionally designed components instead of trying to invent an entirely new layout every time. Now, of course, the first generation usually isn't the final version, and that's actually the point. The prompt gets you most of the way there, then you take over. For example, maybe I want this headline to be a little shorter, so I'll just edit that. And then on the email here, there's about 4 images I need to replace. Okay, so on the top part here, I'll just replace it with my app logo. Looks good. And then down here, let's give it a screenshot of our app. For the other 2 images here, I'll just give it other screenshots of my app. Something worth pointing out as well, on the bottom here, you can connect Instagram if you'd like, but for now, I'll just skip it. Besides that, we can also change the text on the button, move sections around, and tweak the copy however we'd like. If I want to make bigger changes, I can just go back into chat and ask for them conversationally instead of rebuilding everything from scratch. And if you prefer editing visually, you can do that too. We have full control over the layout here. I can adjust spacing, move elements around, change the styling of individual sections, and fine-tune everything until it matches exactly what I'm looking for. That's the workflow I like here. The AI handles the repetitive setup, but you're still making the design decisions. It feels less like you're prompting an assistant and more like you're working inside a design tool that just happens to understand natural language. So once you're happy with the design, this is probably my favorite part of the workflow. Instead of forcing you to send an email through a new platform, Studio lets you export the HTML directly. So I'll click on Export HTML, and just like that, we have the complete HTML copied to the clipboard. Now, this is where I think Studio makes the most sense for engineers and founders. Chances are you already have an email pipeline in place. Maybe you're using Resend, Amazon SES, SendGrid, or you've built your own backend that handles transactional emails. The last thing you want to do is migrate your contacts, automations, and infrastructure just to get a nicer looking email. Instead, you can keep your existing stack exactly the way it is and just replace the design step. For example, over here, I already have a simple Next.js application using Resend. Instead of manually writing HTML tables or editing an old template, I can just paste in the exported HTML, save the file, and send a test email. Let's run that. And there we go, a fully responsive email that's ready to ship without spending hours fighting inline CSS or debugging layouts across different email clients. That's really the workflow Studio is aiming for. Design here, export the HTML, and send it however you already send email. It fits into your existing workflow instead of asking you to replace it. So who is this actually useful for? I think this makes the most sense if you're a founder, engineer, or indie hacker who's already shipping emails but doesn't want to spend hours building or maintaining HTML templates. Whether it's onboarding flows, product announcements, launch emails, or change logs, you still need them to look good, but they probably aren't where you want to spend your engineering time. And that's really what surprised me about Studio. It doesn't feel like another AI assistant trying to take over the creative process. It feels more like a dedicated workspace where the AI handles the repetitive setup while you stay in control of the final design. Then when you're done, you can export the HTML and plug it into the email infrastructure you already have instead of rebuilding your entire workflow around a new platform. You've already seen the complete workflow in this video, from setting up the brand to generating the email, refining the design, and exporting the final HTML. If you want to try it yourself, Flodesk Studio is free to use while it's in public beta, so you can head over to studio.flodesk.com and get started creating. The link will also be down in the description below. That's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.